we'll just do this. There's a person in the middle here. There's three people. There's a person in the middle. The person in the middle has two people on the side of them. Those two people on the side of the person in the middle don't fuck with each other. They don't like each other. They don't mix. There's a problem here with each other, okay? So they could be digging dirt. So yeah, they could be digging dirt on each other. Maybe trying to find things to bring to you, to maybe give you information on them. This could have been an energy that they have been in. Moving on, thank you next. I think maybe, Gemini, you could be the one that's moving on from this energy. Maybe you are sick and tired of just having to deal with this and just having to maybe contend with it. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you're making a choice between the two. Then we have unbothered. So we have moving on, thank you next, unbothered here. So it feels like maybe you are really unbothered with the situation, or Gemini, maybe you're just in a situation here where you are dealing with people, even if it's not a situation like that, where it's kind of hot out here, y'all, so forgive me. Even if it's not a situation where you're dealing with two different, like you have like a love triangle where you're dealing with two women. It's not that situation. It could be a situation where you're just maybe tired of the energy with people around you just in general. Maybe you're just tired of your social circle and how you have been interacting with people. But we cannot ignore the dirt digging here, and we cannot ignore that somebody is trying to look for dirt on you, or yeah, somebody's looking for dirt on someone moving here. So maybe you are, like I said, moving. You are moving on, and somebody's trying to see exactly where are you going. You could be moving on to someone else, Gemini. You could be, maybe it is a situation where there's two people, but one of the two people is someone who's getting left in the past, and you are moving up and you are ascending and doing something different, or you just, yeah, like you're just ascending and doing something different. You just don't want to be in this relationship or friendship anymore. Show me more about this love triangle and the dirt digging, okay? Because we know Gemini is getting the butt ASAP after this shit. Okay. Creeping. Creeping, yeah. Okay, so digging dirt, creeping, karmic friends. This person could be coming in trying to be your friend. Maybe, okay. So this is a situation where you say you didn't want to be with someone anymore, right? And so it's like, okay, you know what? Whatever. We don't have to be together. I don't care. Like, you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me. But whole time, but like, they're like, you know what? Let's just be friends. You know what? I think it's good that we don't really work together. I think this person's been playing it cool, because with the creeping energy here and karmic friends, it does feel like maybe you guys have been in a space where you guys have been pretty level-headed, or you guys have been in a space where you guys have, you know, been cool, been cordial. Like, hey, it's your baby mom or something like that, right? Or somebody that you may have to deal with, or if it's not somebody you have to deal with. I know y'all air sign. Y'all don't really deal with relationships, endings, and stuff like that, all at like water signs and earth signs do. We're very serious about our endings. Like sometimes, well, air signs and fire signs can end something just for the moment, maybe just for the moment. Y'all could be friends later, whatever the case may be. But either way, maybe you have been back cool with this person. This person has been acting like everything's been hunky-dory and they're okay with you moving on, all this stuff, totally fine. But I feel like the real energy that they've been having is they're trying to see what you have going on. This person is still being nosy. This person is still trying to get like inside scoop, and with digging dirt. So it's not like they're trying to get a closer look, because there's a card in here that says like closer look. It says digging dirt. So somebody is trying to find where is the nucleus faulty, where's the foundation faulty, where's the problem in the situation. Now I don't know why they're trying to find out what the problem in the situation is. Now we're gonna look at that after, now that it came to my attention, but it lets me know that creeping, they're trying to be sneaky about it, and they're trying to be yeah, they're trying to be sneaky. And with this unbothered, moving on, all this stuff, you could be moving, packing up, getting your stuff and leaving. A situation could be moving to a new city, whatever. So it may not be that you don't know this is happening. It's just not something that is like bothering you at this point. Like, you just kind of don't let it bother you. But let's see exactly what is the reason. What does this person want to do with this dirt? Because if they're just digging dirt because they just bored and messy, then it's like, okay, whatever, do your thing. But if they're digging dirt because they have intentions on doing something with it, then that obviously is probably why you're here trying to get, you know, counsel on this situation, because it's like, what the fuck do you do with a weird ass bitch like that? Okay, what's the intention? What are they doing? Fake accounts. Fake social media accounts to spy Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They're getting to create fake accounts to, wait a minute, hold on, I'm getting something. Oh, Barty's moving, you waking up? I'm getting something. This person is trying to dig dirt to see how they could show up for you. This could be a person that's getting dirt, or like it, yeah, trying to get dirt so they can see like what you're missing. This could be the whole reason that you broke up with this person, because this person is someone like, they try to always show up as perfect, or they always try to show up as that thing that you need, even though this is not. I like something flew in my nose. Even though this is not who they are at their core, I feel like this person tries to find ways to almost impersonate or show up as someone that they think that you need. But the problem is that it's not really them. Look at this, fishing for comments. This is someone who's just always looking, searching, trying to find, look for reactions, test the water, test the temperature, throw a comment here, throw a comment there. How you gonna react to this? How you gonna react to that? And your reaction lets them know, okay, then this is how I can show up for you. Oh, they said they don't get attention from their partner, even though we're just friends. I secretly still possibly want to be with this person. I don't know what we're gonna read the tarot next, actually. Look at that, wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, it feels like this person is just, yeah, you could left this person because they just show up fake. Like how they show up, their intentions, things like that is always, it's just not. The intentions seem ill. You may not know the true intentions, and maybe Gemini, you wasn't really, you know, interested in finding out the true intentions because you are in this moving on, unbothered, and moving energy here. Could be because you're here that you wasn't really concerned about it. But maybe there's a reason now that you actually do need to be concerned about it. Maybe something has come up that has pinged or tapped you in the little noggin, and so now you want to know what is going on. So let's find out. What is this person's intentions? Like, what do they want with you? We know they're trying to look for information to find out how they could impersonate and be someone else, and, you know, be fake and stuff like that, and try to show up as this good person. Oh, they may be in competition with your other person. That's probably why. Okay, so they was not shit, and they, you know, did shiesty stuff when y'all was in a relationship. Okay, now they see who this person is. They may want to outdo this person. They may want to give you a reason to leave this person, not need this person. It feels, like I said, very calculated here. Or you could be cross-watching Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini and you want to know what this other person's intentions are and why they're always, like, why they're still around, and, you know, why they're doing ill-intended stuff, or, you know, whatever the case may be, or whatever it is your situation is. It's because this person wants to outshine. Like, say you have a new friend, okay, you have a new friend group, and you and this person possibly stop being friends. You stop being friends with this person, right? And you know we can be cordial, maybe we can build something else, maybe we can try a different friendship, right? But now this person is kind of like asking you questions about your other friendship, like, oh, what do you guys do? Oh, how do you guys meet? Or they'll just like maybe throw in random comments just to see how you react to it, you know, stuff like that, just to kind of, we've already said that. But let's go ahead and see more about this person. Six of Swords. I feel like this person wants to be a safe space for you. Maybe this was a person that was a safe space, and now maybe they're not, because you have a new best friend, you have a new job, you have a new boyfriend, you have a new girlfriend, something like that. The Moon in the reverse. Oh, now this person wants to maybe be honest. This person wants to be true. This person wants to have a it's like this person maybe wants to have a real relationship with you, maybe, but the way that they go about it is so shysty and so fake. It's like you can never really have a real relationship anyway with a person who moves like that. You feel what I'm saying? Nine of Cups in reverse. That's when this person has a very big ego. What's the Six of Swords? Page of Swords. Maybe they feel like, maybe they really see that you're standing your ground with your situation and your boundaries. Like, you're really like, no, we really just cordial. Like, we're cool. We can be cool. We can be around each other, but it's really just going to be cordial. And I feel like this person cannot take that there is, like, maybe not a lot of communication between you two. Maybe you guys don't really hang out like that as much. Maybe you, and like, this is kind of weird if this is a person that you used to date and you date somebody else new, but you still cordial with your ex. But people, you know, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Ace of Pentacles, person feels rejected. Because I really don't feel like this has nothing to do with your other person. I don't think it's because, like, oh, my other person is so great. Oh, you know, this is like, it doesn't feel like your other person or the situation or the situation that you like that you're going into has actually done something to offend the friend or the person or the lover that you're getting rid of. It doesn't really feel like they did that. It's just the fact that it's someone new. It could be anyone in that situation or in a predicament. It's just the fact that it's someone that's not them. Okay, so if you are a cross watcher, I wanted to say, like, this person doesn't really have it really out for you per se. I mean, they probably could have grown a little resentment towards you over time, but the real goal is for the person that's in the middle. Yeah, so you're just kind of like almost collateral damage. Okay. All right, any more messages for Gemini? This is what it seems like you're dealing with here. We can pull a card for, let's see what it says. But yeah, so I was gonna say advice. And the advice that feels like coming out here is like the Six of Cups. I mean, Six of Pentacles, which feels like this is not a relationship that it can be built. It does not feel like the back and forth or the generosity in situation is real. It feels calculated. It feels this could be a Virgo that you're dealing with, because Virgos are very good with this. Okay, they have very calculated risks. These are very risky, calculated, risky people. But they're never just taking a risk for no reason. There's always a reason and a reason and rhyme to think, rhythm and rhyme, I think they say, for the reason that they do things. So I don't think this is a situation where you really can be, you really can do anything with this person. I really don't. And I think it is definitely time. I think you moving on or moving forward is definitely probably the best thing to do here, Gemini. And I know that you're a social butterfly and you like to, you know, dip and dab in different groups and different environments, but you know, sometimes you got to really protect your energy, and maybe this is what you're being asked to do. Even if this is not a one person, this may just be how all your relationships look overall for every friendship and multiple friendships or every relationship or whatever the case may be. Okay, so this is your reading. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Please check all of your other placements. Please know your rising, your moon, your sun, hopefully, your Mars, and your Venus. Those are the placements that I read for. Oh, and North Node.